the videos I've done lately have been a little too serious for my liking, so I kind of want to do something that's just a little bit of fun today. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about the weapons of The Walking Dead. Well, what I'm curious about, what I want the topic of discussion to be is, are there any weapons from The Talking Dead that you saw that you wanted to have just because you saw it on the show? You know, we all know that Rick is a Colt Python guy, even though his holster doesn't fit, which drives me crazy. Shane's a Glock guy, Glock 17. We've all seen Andrea's Smith & Wesson 3913 that I think T-Dog ends up with later. We've seen Brownings, we've seen Colt revolvers, we've seen Smith & Wesson revolvers. I think there was even a Charter Arms revolver in there. Just all kinds of weapons. You know, the M9 that Rick takes from the tank driver that later ends up, I think Andrea ends up with it later. Shane gives it to her. So just all kinds of weapons that we've seen on there. Not the kind of weapons we would think you'd see. You'd think you'd see a lot of ARs and AKs and Mac taking down zombies en masse. But really what you've seen is mostly smaller handguns, semi-automatics, revolvers. But like I said, is there anything on there that you have seen that you wanted because you saw it on there, or is there just a gun on there that you've seen that you really, really like? Like, I'm a big fan of the Colt Python. Now, I will have to admit that there is one weapon that I did buy because I saw it on the show. And that is this. This is the Gerber Gator Machete Pro. And I'm sure you all will recognize this. This is the weapon that Glenn is using to take down zombies. I've always wanted to be a little Asian man, so now I've got the weapon of one. I saw this on the show. I actually was out looking for a gift idea for a friend the other day, and I had bought him a gift certificate to Sportsman's Warehouse, which is now Wholesale Sports. But as I was checking out, I saw this back in the camping section, and I'm like, you know, I gotta get him this. They're like 50 bucks, so you can also get them from Gerber's website, but they're a little cheaper, I think, if you go to like Sportsman's Warehouse or a camping store. You can probably get a little cheaper than I paid because Wholesale Sports is not the cheapest place. But really well made. I mean, this grip is really, really comfortable. You can really get a good grip. I mean, it feels like it's sticking to your hand. It's so good. Full tang all the way through the grip. So just a really nice machete, period. Backside cutting, got the hook cut in the front. Really good for hitting in those zombie skulls, for good, nice, rotten, soft skulls. But I saw this, like I said, I picked it up for a friend of mine for his birthday, and then had to get one for myself. So this is my weapon that I have bought simply because I've seen it on The Walking Dead. Now, I have other weapons that are shown on The Walking Dead, but this is the one I have specifically bought because I saw it on the show. So how about you? Is there anything you've bought because you saw it on the show? Is there anything you see on the show that you'd like to buy? Or is there just anything on the show particularly that you're particularly fond of that you'd like to just mention? You can either give me a video response if you have something, or just mention it in the comments below. Just a friendly conversation. But once again, topic of discussion, the weapons of The Walking Dead.